was alive, he used to do this little kind of shit trick, I guess you would call it. And I don't want to be unprofessional or whatever, but it would be like a little, he'd say, hey man, catch. And he'd have a little dog, little duty in his hand, little shit. A dog had done a little turd work or whatever. Supply chain, that's what they call it. Dude, the other day, I'm trying to buy some cupcake. And I said, hey, man, let me get a couple Halloween little cupcakes off you. You know what I'm saying? And the guy back there, honestly, I'm not going to say it's a gay guy working back there. And as a straight guy, I'm grateful that the guy is selling cupcakes. I'm grateful anybody's selling them. The fact that somebody even thought of saying, hey, let's take a big cake and make it small so daddy could have him a little sugar at lunch. God, that makes me, that's the sound I make when I hear that. That sort of Jewish ejaculation, sort of, but what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, it's just tough. And then the guy's like, I just want to tell you, we've had a lot of supply chain issues with the food coloring. And I'm like, dude, I will literally poke my gums with a needle and spit in that white frosting right now. I'll do that 3 times. We will get it to orange. And you can icy. He was just making conversation. And I start to see how women feel about men hitting on them. Because you can't even find a woman working the cupcake area anymore. It's a lot of men on men, It's a lot of sugar boys back there. And I'm here for it. I support it. I want everybody to live their best life. And then the guy's like, well, let me go. Let me get your number and I'll let you know if we have anything coming in. Like, dude, I don't need some guy texting me at night saying we got, green. You know what I'm saying? We got all the fall colors. Like, I'm not trying to roll over in my bed and get that. Hey, just got a little, don't want to alarm you. Just got a little, just got a little Visine thing full of yellow. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's life. Life is that full circle. Life's that full circle, man. You kick a ball at a handicapped kid, 40 years later, bruh, he'll stab you with a knife at a damn, what's that place called? Piccadilly cafeteria. That's, asthma attacks. I remember they put me in a game once and 5 kids had asthma attacks. And the police showed up and somebody busted some woman for having, fake handicapping a kid. Sometimes they make one of the kids be retarded or mentally ill just to get that money, that dummy check. You would see it a lot in the poor community, a lot in the urban community. You'd see them have a child that they didn't let go to school. And they keep him out of school so he don't learn anything. But every now and then, and since he don't know anything, he get that check, $600 a month, $300 I think at the time. And they put a neck brace on him every now and then, wheel him out to a sporting event or something so people in town could see him, whoever it was or her. And the kid out there, they have, one time it's usually like foster parents sometimes, but sometimes it's people's own parents. Family that say, look, we're not doing that good. We ain't making much money. We got 4 or 5 kids. Let's keep one of them away from the school and put that neck brace on them. And they wheel him out on a dolly to daddy sometime. I remember wheeling this one kid out. This boy they call him Long Tommy because he was long. The kid long as hell. You could barely see him. If you tickled his foot, it took probably 4 seconds for him to know, what was happening, for him to get even a giggle out of him. So you could you could almost burn off one of his toes if if you were really cruel. And I wasn't. I'm grateful to God for that. I didn't have that cruelty in me where I'm burning burning children's tarsals or whatever. But what was I talking about? Oh, but the daddy sometimes would wheel him out there on a damn dolly, a damn, Home Depot dolly, and just prop him out so people in the community could see him. Oh, they still got him. He's alive, And then that was just part of the whole deal. And then you get the money for him, $350 a month. I think it went up to almost $400 when I was young. Now they give you money for anything. You know what I'm saying? Somebody patted you on the back too hard to give you $70, $80. Somebody, spray painted pussy on your car or something to give you, government give you $75, $60. So different times.
All right, so we're texting. It's fine. He asked me on a date. I was like, okay, cool. We're gonna meet for lunch. Old boy brings his cousin. So it was me and two men.
Oh, woo, woo, boy. Oh, dang. That little sidekick, huh? He brought that side item. He brought that little, I guess if you didn't like him, they're ready to, this family's ready to bust overall. Somebody about to catch a gonad full. Somebody about to get nadded out and get that procreation going on. Them biblical dogs, they don't care. You know what I'm saying? If Freddie ain't your fit, then we got little Frankie right here on the side step. We got, you know what I'm saying? If you don't like Ernie as that entree, then we got that little side item Sammy right here. He'll get in there. And he'll nut around until somebody has something to give birth to. Let's hear more.
Mm-hmm. Food is paid for. But one of the strangest dates I've had. But I think from this experiment, I've learned I could have two boyfriends. I think I would be okay with two men. They even could be related. I don't think I would mind that. But just two boyfriends I think would be good. Double. Mm-hmm. Double the fun, really. What you think about it? Let me know. Have a good one. See you 2 weekends. Bye-bye.
Oh, wow. It took a turn. Look, these days, we're in Corvid times. We're in the last chapter of the Bible, I feel like. And I don't know what it is, Ephesians or whatever. I don't even know. I'm not even sure what's back there. I think it's just a damn it's like a inventory of how many men and how many sheep were in the whole book. But this is the end. People ain't even clocking in for work anymore. The only people even working are Mexican. I mean, we're at the end. I was just in Minneapolis. There's nobody even in the city anymore. Everything's deserted. There's murals everywhere. You achieved it. You achieved maximum diversity. There's nobody there. They should call it Annieapolis because there ain't anybody in that batch. So this is the end of time, baby. If you want to get that double up, get that family. Make a game show out of your vagina, I would. You know what I'm saying? Let each of them boys take that chance at that procreation. Maybe do a little, And at least you're going to achieve your grandfather's goals or whatever by giving him that little papoose. Appreciate the question. Getting old has always really scared me. I feel like I'm running out of time to learn whatever lessons that I'm supposed to learn or that the gods want me to learn or that my higher power, that I'm not going to have enough time to learn certain things. Your looks start disappearing. That gets dicey. That gets dicey, dude. Your nuts get longer. When you got to reach for your nuts. When you reach for your nuts and you have to reach a little bit in a different place than you used to reach. That's a lot. For your hair, I would say, dude, don't pull out the gray hairs. Keep them in because you can dye them later. You'll want that. If you pluck them, then those hairs are gone. So then later, if you don't have any hair, you're going to wish you'd never plucked them. Just a note. It's a suggestion, too. You can do whatever you want. You could cut your head off if you want. Getting old is always scary, man. My father was so old. My father, obviously, I've mentioned, was 70 when I was born. He was 70 years old. So when I got to know him, he was 75, 77, 70. About 80 by the time I kind of really got a good look at him. And watching him move and watching him be unable to do things. Watching him rest. His eyes were always watering. That's a weird, when old people, water starts coming out of them wherever it can. You know, they'll have to pee or something. They'll fall asleep and they'll cry for like 30 minutes while they're sleeping. They'll wake up and won't even have to pee anymore. And they just, you know, just their tear ducts was just damn doing urine. You know, just crazy. Things happen when you're old. You know, they smell like milk, start smelling like milk, like baby milk. Yeah, it's alarming, man. I think the thing that I notice for me that makes it spookier is not filling my life sometimes with things that make you then feel young. I'll fill it with a lot of like worldly stuff that makes me feel young. You know, I date women at all ages, anywhere from probably, 40 to probably 25. So sometimes you date a younger lady, makes you feel a little bit younger, but I'll stay young. I'll play hoops with the, younger generations and stuff like that. I'll listen to Future. I'll do different shit. I'm an island boy. I'll listen to those freaking little pineapple wiggers right there, dude. Jeepers. Come on. What is that? But yeah, there's something about it that stings, man. It's that the fact that you don't know. The fact that you get, but I think you want to make sure you get to do the things you can do while you're here. That's what I think is probably a bigger fear. That you get to love someone. That you get to apologize to somebody. That you get to forgive someone. That you get to take responsibility. That you get to maybe see your child.